So I'm going to talk about plugins in general and how plugins work with Grasshopper. And the reason plugins are really important is it's part of the reason that Grasshopper has become so popular as a tool. So it not only does a lot of things, but it's very open. It's built to be a platform for other people to build their own tools on top of. Some of those tools people can actually polish and turn into their own standalone software that's available online. So if you guys have never uploaded or downloaded or installed a plugin for Grasshopper before, I'll show you how to do that quickly. It's very easy. You can basically find these plugins anywhere. If you're looking for one in particular, you can just search for it. But most of the searches will bring you to one site, which is called Food for Rhino. So I'm just going to go right there just to show you. This site has a lot. It's kind of a repository for a lot of different plugins and extensions to both Rhino and Grasshopper. It's kind of collected together. So here you can see there's Rhino plugins, Grasshopper add-ons, materials. So it's a really useful site. To download anything from here, you have to register, but it's free. So once you have a username, you can go to Grasshopper add-ons. Here you can search by most downloaded. So you see a lot of the popular plugins that people use, you might have heard of. I'm just going to go to all add-ons. I know I can search for the one I want, but I know it's on the second page here. So the one we're looking for is called Heliotrope. You can also search for it in the search bar. Okay, so once we find it, we can just click on it, and there's a page like this for every plugin, which is really useful. It has a short description. It has the latest version for download. Again, here you can see I have to log in. Okay, so once I logged in, you can see that this download link becomes active, and you can download the plugin file. This also has some useful comment features, so you can see what people are saying about the plugin, if there's any technical issues with it. So you can just hit this download icon, and it will download a zip file. Okay, so once that file is downloaded, you get the zip file. You can extract it, and it gives you this folder. And with different plugins, you get different things. But basically, there's a few different ways that plugins work. The most difficult installation are plugins that are standalone programs that require an installer. Those you won't be able to install on your school computers without permission because they work like installing any other software. But typically, all that's needed for a plugin is this .gha file. And this is the file that contains all the information from the plugin. Sometimes you'll also get a series of other files with .dll extension, but those tend to be the easiest ones. And these you can install on the school computers. I'll show you how to do that. The one thing you have to do is sometimes when these files are downloaded, they're locked automatically in Windows 7. So to check that, you just right-click on the file, go to Properties, and in the bottom right corner, you just have to hit Unblock. And hit OK. If you don't do that, it won't work, actually, in Grasshopper, because it'll be blocked. So once you have that, you can go into Rhino. And we're basically looking for a folder to place these files in. And as Grasshopper gets updated, that location of that folder is always changing. So they have this helpful utility here. If you go to File in Grasshopper, and you go to Special Folders, Components folder. And this will load up in your Windows Explorer the location where you need to place those files. So once that folder is there, you just select your GHA file and you drag it in here. So you can drag just the GHA file, or you can put in the whole folder. It doesn't make a difference. Basically, Grasshopper will look through this whole folder called Libraries, and it will upload any GHA file that's in there. So you can see here I've actually put the whole Heliotrope folder into mine, which contains the GHA file and also the examples, just so I can keep everything organized. And once you put that file in that folder, you can restart Rhino and Grasshopper, and now it should load the library into your program, and you will see a new tab appear in Grasshopper, which has all the tools of Heliotrope built in. And as you install other plugins, you can see that usually you get a new tab for each one.